Training your legs and leg day. You know, we hear a lot of jokes on social media, such as Facebook, for example. People making jokes about the infamous leg day. You know, leg day, no doubt, can be one of our more challenging workouts. And over the years, you know, people have expressed a love-hate relationship with training legs. Now, when you train legs, you know, a lot of people will sometimes come up with different reasons for either why they do or don't like training legs. And I can relate to some of those, but at the end of the day, you know, especially with younger people, they don't realize how important it is to train our legs and what that means later in life. Some of the dumbest things I've ever heard from some individuals, and the one that really sticks out is, I don't train my legs because it doesn't matter how hard I train them, my legs will not grow. And granted, there are some people who, you know, genetically they're not predisposed to really develop really large quadriceps, thighs, or big legs. They just, you know, they're going to have those thin legs, and they can train them and, you know, work out hard, eat right, and they just, you know, are naturally inclined to have thin legs. And that is true. That's some people, not everybody. But that being said, even people who have small legs, that is no excuse or no reason not to train them. You know, from a common sense standpoint, there's more to our bodies than just you know what we look like. You know, some of that, you know, it can be vanity or just wanting good aesthetics or just having, you know, a certain type of body type, and I don't knock that. There's nothing wrong with that. However, you don't want to limit yourself based on, you know, your genetics and how big your body can get from a muscularity standpoint. So, you know, therefore, because your legs are not going to necessarily get a lot bigger after you train them, it's not a good reason not to train them. It's not a good idea, because what's going to happen as you age and get older, you know, your legs become especially more important. If you don't want to have injuries, if you don't want to be prone to injuries, you need to maintain a strong core. And part of that equation is having strong legs. You know, you need to do exercises that are multi-joint. You need the squat, if appropriate, lunges, leg presses. The single joint stuff like leg extensions, leg curls are part of that, but you really need to be hitting the bigger movements like the squat, for instance, or the lunges, and those multi-joint core exercises. They're very vital to keep you functional. It makes your life a lot better, and as far as quality of life, that's very important. So yes, we all want to look good, and I could relate, I could understand how that could be frustrating. You know, you're putting a lot of work in the gym and your legs won't grow. And for those people who have that problem, you know, hey, I'm sorry to hear that, but you should still train your legs. Real quick, like, let me give you an example. There was a gentleman in the 80s. At one time, he was pound for pound the strongest power lifter in the world. Now this individual, weighing 165 pounds, deadlifted over 700 pounds and squatted over 700 pounds. Now this person did not have really big legs. In fact, he had probably no calves and just very, you know, average thin looking thighs. He didn't have big legs, but he was strong as hell, okay? So in this person's case, you know, they still reaped a lot of benefits from their training. They became incredibly strong and had world records and so on. So there's a lot of reasons to train legs beyond just what you're going to look like at the end of the day. So yes, train your legs. You want to stay strong. You want to be functional. And you don't want to regret it later in life when you start running into problems because you did not train the lower body. Upper body is great, you know, but what difference does it make, or what's the point if you have a real big chest, nice developed arms, and you have some upper body strength, but you can't even bend over to pick up the newspaper, right? Because your legs are so deconditioned and out of shape. You can't use proper mechanics to pick something up because you have weak hamstrings. The glutes are not in shape. So there's a lot of reasons beyond just what you look like. So don't let pride or vanity or those types of things, you know, be an impediment for you training legs. Go ahead and train legs anyways, at a minimum once a week. You know, if for any other reason to make your life easier as far as your everyday, you know, activities of daily living, you need to train those legs, all right? So that's just my tip for today in regards to excuses for not training legs. Yes, it can be a love-hate relationship. I like leg day, and you know, I have that soreness afterwards, but hey, I call it the good sore. And for those of you who may not like leg day, do it anyways. My name's James Hunter. You have a good day, And if you have any questions about how to begin an exercise program, feel free to contact me at my website, www.jameshunterfitness.com. Thank you.